So there has been this news that Uebert Angel's YouTube channel has been terminated by YouTube. Is it permanent? Is it temporary? Or is it something that came at the right time? Like some people would say, the prophecy of somebody is coming to pass. Let's look at the details of this news after the intro. Uebert Angel's main YouTube channel with over 400,000 subscribers and over 60 million views so far has actually been away for a moment. Now, this could be temporary or this could be permanent. But let's discuss the main facts of why this could happen. Number one, it could be that YouTube has permanently terminated the channel. Number two, it could be a temporary takedown. And number three, it could be that he himself intentionally decides to hide his own channel. Okay, now the third one may not actually hold water, because you have to ask yourself, why would he decide or his team decide to permanently hide his own channel, especially on a Sunday like this, where he should be, preaching from the channel and then live streaming from there.
Al Jazeera document, Gold Mafia secretly filmed Zimbabwe officials and business contacts conspiring to launder illicit funds. Those filmed included at least 3 British citizens, Uebert Angel, Ricky Doolan and Kamlesh Patni, who made clear on camera their willingness to act corruptly. I hope that the National Crime Agency is investigating the activities of these individuals and others named in the documentary and the sources of their wealth, and that the authorities won't hesitate to freeze their funds while these investigations are being pursued.
But the first two could be the grounds of what is happening. So I came across this particular news on Twitter right now. It's from this account, Team Pachudu. I think it's an account that actually also gets to call out ZANU-PF and, the whole Zimbabwe politics, which is not something I really focus on my conversations most time. At least we have a lot of political issues in Nigeria I get to discuss most of the time as well. Over time, since this whole gold mafia situation has been a subject of conversation recently, Uebert Angel and his media team, which is factual, have been taking down videos that either gets to talk about the situation or talk about him. And the goal is to take down the channel, not really about taking down the videos. Let me explain this to people who may not be actually content creators or YouTubers or whatever thing you do on social media, so that you, the viewers, can understand. If someone makes a video, let's say about you, or let's say about something you have said, or maybe you are trending and you want the video off because maybe you don't like what is being spoken of in the video, you have two options if you want the video to disappear. Number one is give the person that has spoken about your video or maybe used your content, which is what I'm going to be discussing further, 30 days notice for them to take down the video, or maybe whatever would happen next. And number two is an immediate takedown. Now, if you issue an immediate takedown, more of like a copyright claim on someone who has probably gotten to play your video, and YouTube gets to honor that, note that at the point of you filling out that takedown, which is what has happened over time, I know people that have experienced their channels videos being taken down or attacked because they spoke about the whole gold mafia thing, or they have spoken about Uebert Angel in a way he does not like, or his media team especially do not like. The system will automatically honor it because you are just going through the normal system. You can do it yourself. If someone gets to make a video, let's say with my content, or talks about me or something, or uses my video to make commentary, I can also initiate that, but I would never even do that myself. The point of what I'm trying to make you understand right here is that if the person that this is being initiated against counters to YouTube and then explain to YouTube as well the situation, and of course using the Fair Use Act, which is something that is very much respected and understood right here on the platform, YouTube will now take a closer look at your claim based on certain grounds I want to explain right here, so you people get to understand. On social media right here, if you notice, when Al Jazeera was making the documentary about the person of Uebert Angel as well as other people in the gold mafia scandal, a video of his was played, him preaching in church and doing miracle money and then other things he's known for. And some contents that were filmed in that Gold Mafia were the reporters themselves that filmed it themselves, so they have right to the content, not like the one they took from his channel to really introduce the person. But in doing so, under the Fair Use Act that gets to protect content on the internet, you can use the content of another person without permission for about a number of purposes, such as for number one, commentary, which is more times what I do right here, criticism, news reporting, research, teaching, or scholarship. So for example, I could come across a video of, let's say, Miles Monroe teaching, and I am talking about something that I'm like, oh, Miles Monroe said this, and I play a snippet of what has been played from the main source in a limited form, not like to the point whereby my video can actually replace the original, but in a limited form with reference because of what it is I'm discussing. With that point, you are protected by the Fair Use Act if your content is not substantial of the original, and number two, if it is for the purpose of which I have discussed right now or mentioned to you. There's something called false claims, which is when you understand the fair use policy, but yet still you are making false claims which does not tally with the laws that binds the platform you're working in. And when I was making commentaries at first, Apostle Johnson Suleiman's media team tried that with my channel because I made a lot of analysis about things that were coming out about him. I was not even the one bringing out first-hand information. I'll go here, see an information, I'll bring it, discuss it, and try to make sense out of it. After making the analysis, the goal they had was to terminate my channel. And when someone issues a takedown notice on your platform consistently for about 3 or 4 times at the same time, you can get 3 or 4 strikes and then your channel will be taken down. But this happens automatically without YouTube themselves knowing what is even happening. But when you now decide to counter those claims and explaining to YouTube on what grounds, because for example, the one that happened with Apostle Johnson Suleiman's videos were that he took the videos of Solomon Ashams and used his interview with Mike Davis. Remember when Mike Davis was trending? Yeah, so he used his interview with Mike Davis and then copyrighted my video. So I had to text Solomon Ashams on Instagram. If Solomon is watching, he remembers, and ask him, look at what is happening. Your video is being used to claim my video in order to take down my analysis, because I was analyzing what Mike Davis was discussing with Solomon Ashams on his platform. Now, this video does not belong to Suleiman in any way or his media team. So when I got that, YouTube themselves sent me a message because the goal was to take down my channel, but I know my way around things. I've been here for a long time, so I had to reach out to YouTube myself. From Twitter, then later I got to talk to them personally before I even had a person that actually partners with me. So from there, YouTube now got to check out the situation and then restore those videos back without any issues at all. YouTube here does not care. You are just a number. I'm just a number right here on the platform. Everyone is. Okay? Everything right here, there are rules that guides the platform on how you get to operate. And they don't care whether you are verified, whether you are wanting. In the end, the platform belongs to them and they decide how the platform works. You are the one that needs their platform, even though they also have to try to, work to protect your interests like they will protect the interests of every other creator. The rumor that his channel might be down might be true because of this message I saw posted on Twitter, and I don't know how they got to get this message right here, claimed to be from Team YouTube, but this is a message and this is what it reads. Because when once a takedown has been initiated by someone and then YouTube rejects your takedown request, this is an automatic message sent to you with your name at the top. So it says here, "Hi Uebert Angel, we are concerned that your copyrighted notification may not be valid for some or all of the videos identified in your notification. Please keep in mind that in many countries, it is legal to use copyrighted works in specific ways without the owner's authorization, particularly for transformative purposes such as news reporting, parody, commentary, or review." Alright, and then it goes on. You could pause the video to read all of that. The point I'm trying to make right here is that when YouTube rejects your copyright, because some of you do it like those in the Uebert Angel kind of people, like the Suleimans and the rest, what happens is that if YouTube rejects your attempt to take down a video, they send all their conversations with you to the person you are trying to take down his video. That was how one of the videos that they tried to take down, I got to know the person that is actually Apostle Johnson Suleiman's handler behind the computer doing that, because while he was trying to take down my videos, he wrote his name and details right there, which I was able to use to know who is actually working for Suleiman to take down my videos on his behalf. Some of you remember the video right there about one person called Apostle Darlington or whatever, based in Canada. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So when you look at these things happening, you begin to understand that if you are so concerned that much that you go out there and then try to bring down videos and all that, the question you should be asking is that the things that are being discussed about you, are they factual? Now, I hope, it is my hope that even though I know that he went after many channels on the platform, it is my hope that he didn't go after the news platform Al Jazeera to try to take down the video on Gold Mafia, like I see being reported right here in a newspaper that claims that YouTube rejects Uebert Angel's request to remove Gold Mafia content, because that particular scandal on Gold Mafia is a content that belongs to Al Jazeera because they filmed it, even though he is being included or he's the subject in the filming, but that content itself does not belong to him. And let me ask you a question, because when this whole Gold Mafia thing started and it came out, the news that came out from his end, especially from those who claimed that they were also aware of what was going on investigatively, they said that they knew what the reporters were doing and they were just following them along. How come Uebert Angel doesn't have a video of himself secretly also recording the reporters themselves? Because up until now, we only see videos, we only see pictures of those who are said to be the reporters in this Gold Mafia investigation, but none of the videos is showing their face in action. So if Uebert Angel and his team, who claimed that they knew what was going on and they were just following them along and they were not being bait, they should have videos, evidence of these people, or even audio evidence of whatever they think that was discussed by them, and these people have intentionally deleted those things to push a narrative. Because one thing you have to know is that if Al Jazeera were the ones, recording Uebert Angel and then doing the documentary, they control the narrative. I don't know if you understand. They control the narrative because they are the one doing the recording. So if you claim that you were aware of what was going on and you were just leading them along because you are also investigating them, and or would I say the country's secret service were also aware of it, which has been debunked by some people in the country, then you should have some copies of your own part as well of what you were investigating while they were investigating you, if you knew you were being investigated. Because some things that he said in those videos were so implicating that the president's biographer had to say what he said.
Is he still our ambassador at large?
No. I mean, Uebert embarrassed the government of Zimbabwe. Worse than that, he embarrassed the president. And I want to tell you, when that happens, there are consequences. A small cabinet committee has been formed. They have reviewed the programs, all four, and action has been taken, appropriate action has been taken. This talk by Angel, I can phone the president. I can get an appointment with the president. Give me $200,000. Absolute nonsense.
Okay.
Absolute nonsense.
Now, I don't know if he has been to Zimbabwe since this whole scandal has been out, but of course, if his channel indeed has been taken down, I think this can also be a lesson for other people also to learn. If you use a content that is already copyrighted, and you are, as a creator, as someone that is posting content or discussing trends, because my own aspect is that I get to discuss trends in church, politics, even if it's secular as well. Just that many people only get to see my discussions about things that have to do with church. If you look down here on the channel, you see videos I've made here about politics. You see that not many people are seeing it, not many people are watching it, but over thousands of people are following me. I make videos right here about internet fraud and educative videos. The same people that are following me right here, they will see the notifications of those videos. They will not come in to watch. But once they see a name of a pastor or maybe a church conversation, everybody will troop in. So you decide what you want to watch. That's me talking to the audience right now. But based on this particular scenario about Uebert Angel's channel, now, I wouldn't wish that for myself. I wouldn't wish that for even my worst enemy. And all of these people I talk about, it's not as if I have any personal vendetta against them. But when I sit down and look at the gimmicks I see in church happening, I look at these stories and all of these things, of course, I will discuss them. It's what I do here. It's what I like doing. These things I do is because it's what I'm interested in. That's why I discuss these trends, because it's my interest. I could discuss many other things I want to discuss. And I discuss any other thing I want to discuss. It depends on what you want to watch. But hopefully he gets his channel back, but YouTube has no regard for you, whether you are this or you are that, so far as you have gone against the system. Like really, really gone against the system. And there's nothing like having long legs. Even big channels, news channels are being demonetized by YouTube. Some are even taken down. YouTube can do whatever they want to do. What you have to know is that you are the one that needs the platform. Your attention and relevance come from them. That's why I hear sometimes people say that they sue YouTube. I'm like, you are suing the platform that you are using to have your relevance. The platform can decide to delete you and you will not say nothing. I don't know if you get the point. So right now he has a new YouTube channel. Those of you that are followers of Prophet Uebert Angel, please go and follow his new YouTube channel. It's called Uebert Angel Plus. You see, I am promoting him. You say, George, you are promoting somebody that is this. He did fake miracle money. He did credit score miracle. Yes, I know I exposed these things. I talked about them. You get, but for me, humanity comes first before what makes me different from you. Last, he's a human being with 2 eyes, 1 head, 2 legs. No matter how much you see him as a god. So if you love him so much and then you have missed him so much, of course, go follow him on the new channel. You get, if something is trending, George will be here to sit down, analyze and discuss what he's seeing in that thing. I'm not here looking for you to like me or looking to impress you. I'm here to discuss and share my opinion about what I see, and I move on. If you like it, if you don't like it,